Folks, just off the top, how nice is it to see pairs out there for the first time with everybody, even in the red?
Awesome. You know what? He's such a smart player. Uh, Lots of leadership he brings, experience. He's a great teammate. It's good to see him back out there, and we miss him, but we know he's almost on his way back.
Minnesota game, obviously you can't ignore the penalties, but once you guys played 5-on-5, felt like maybe some building blocks for this group. Do you like what you saw from the team when you were in those scenarios?
Yeah, we just got to stay out of the penalty box. I can't take an ozone penalty there. It just kills momentum for our team, and we know the success of our team is going to be based off 5-on-5, and the more we're playing 5-on-5, the more lines are rolling, and the more time we'll spend in the ozone.
How hard is the balance between wanting to be aggressive and wanting to be tenacious, but also not wanting to take penalties? Like, obviously you don't want to back it off, but obviously, it has to be less than it is.
Yeah, I think you just got to watch your sticks. It's early in the season, so they're definitely looking for it, but it just starts having good habits in practice, watching your sticks, and you got to still keep your foot on the gas because you got to win those 50-50s. And the more we can win those battles, the more time we'll spend in the ozone.
A couple of times now, you guys have been down in the third period by a couple of goals, had to battle back. What have you liked about the resilience of the group, especially late in games?
Yeah, well, we're an experienced team. We've got a lot of older players that have played a long time in this league, and we know you got to play a full 60, but you got to play to the final horn, and that's what I love about our group.
The numbers show that comebacks are more prevalent in the third period. Does everyone think about that? It's happening more?
I don't know about that. I think you just.
It is. It's really.
I mean, I don't know if we're all thinking that. I think you're just thinking, how are we going to play to our identity and to the way we need to play to be successful? And for us, that's playing a fast hockey. That's playing north. There's times that we're being a little too cute, or we're going east-west, and I can speak about that for myself. Thinking a little too much instead of just going. Let's use our speed to our advantage. And when it comes to comebacks, when we're playing fast, we're a hard team to play against.
I don't want to harp on it too much, but when you give up 3 first-period power play goals and you still got so much time left to play, is there any one specific thing, maybe other than stay out of the box, that you guys look for over the course of the next 40 minutes?
Well, if they just scored 3 goals on the PK, you're probably saying don't go in the box, which try to keep it 5-on-5. So we know, like I said, our strength is 5-on-5, so let's try to stick to our strength.
Now that you've had, a few weeks, with the organization, with the team, how you kind of feel like you're settling in, and you feel like comfortable, as an LA King now?
Yeah. First couple of weeks, obviously, there was a lot of stuff to get organized and getting settled in. I feel like I've come in the group good, and I feel comfortable in here. Feel like I'm being myself, so it's great. So far.
Game in Vegas was such a wild one. When you're in that third period, team's down, what's your mentality in a game like that, just to kind of give the team a shot to do what they did and be able to come back like that?
It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I got to play my game, focus on the same thing as I would do if I haven't let in any goals. The game hasn't changed out of my perspective. I still got the same. I'm still supposed to do the same thing, stop the puck, so that doesn't change. It's just a score that's different, and I try to focus on that no matter what. And this time we came back, and we got 2 points, which is super nice.
Shootouts are so rare. Is it worth trying to get a scouting report on opponents and keep a book on what everybody does in the league?
Some guys like it. I've done both. I don't anymore. I feel like it's better to focus on the key points that I feel like is important, and go from there. And so far, I feel like it's worked pretty well.
You never want to see anyone, have any kind of an injury or be out. So if Darce is out for a game or two, is it just a good opportunity for you to step up, play a couple potentially, and just kind of show what you can do?
Yeah, obviously it's tough. You never want to see anyone go down. He's a super important piece of this team. Saw just last year what he did, and but obviously it's fun to get an opportunity to play and show what I can do, and hopefully being able to step up and do my thing.
Okay, let me start today.
Okay.
You guys are gonna have to readjust. Kopi and Kemper, lower body day to day. Okay? And we're taking too many penalties. Now go.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Do you have a timeline on Corey now?
No specific timeline. Great to see him out there today. You know, he's been chomping at the bit, so he was ready. Obviously, took some line rushes, kept him out of contact, but really good day for him. And let's just see where it goes, but no timeline.
Do you think he could travel with you on the trip?
I don't know that yet. This is the first day out there, Dennis, and so we'll talk to Kinger, talk to Corey, see how that goes. You know, he's got practice tomorrow and the next day, so we'll just kind of see where he gets.
Once a player is cleared, do you as a coach have a preference for how many practices they participate in before they come back when they're cleared, or is your opinion that once they're cleared they can play?
Yeah, I think it changes. Sometimes it's how long you've been out. Sometimes it's the type of injury. Sometimes it's dependent on where other players in our lineup are. So there are a lot of different factors that would go into that. But no, nothing is ever set in stone in hockey. Or for me, at least.
With Darcy, is this exactly why you get a guy like Anton Forsberg who has shouldered the load at times in his career, or if he does miss a game or two, you know you have a guy you can rely on in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see the situation, but Forsey has, you know, a lot of experience in the league. He's played well for us here already to start the season. So, yeah, now it's his time, and nobody wants to see that happen, but he's ready. I can tell you that he's ready when called upon. We've had the conversation with him, you know, when we brought him in. That when you're called ready, we can't tell you how many games it's going to be, but he's really off to a good start, and really he's gained the confidence in the team already.
Jim, is it take less penalties, but on the kills haven't been there. Is anything jumping out at you on things that need to be adjusted to stop the goals from going in?
No, and that's a good point, Foxy. I would say this, probably our face-offs are down a little bit. Our stand at the line, we haven't liked as much. The end zone, we haven't really given up a lot of chances. They found a way to get to the back of the net. There's some teams that have had a couple really good screens, a couple seeing eye shots. So we don't feel like we're spending all this time and we're just kind of hanging on by our fingertips. The stand can get better, the face-offs can get better, but you know the end zone structure is what it is, and we're okay with that.
Jim, after falling behind 3-0 the other night, did you or the leaders talk to the group in a tone to get them going after the first or second?
I mean, I would just say this. So I like to be pretty open about most things. When it comes to the dressing room and maybe my response or anything that goes on there, I like to keep that pretty tight. Okay. So, yeah, so I just don't want to get into those types of areas.
Jim, is it just decision-making on individual decision-making on the penalties, or is there something systematic that might put a guy in a bad spot, he's got to defend in a different way to take a penalty to prevent a scoring chance?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's been that, Dennis. I just think it's just been a little bit, I don't know what the right word is. It's just not concentrated enough. They haven't been egregious penalties. When you look at them, you probably could have said, that one could go either way. But especially early in the season, the refs are obligated to make that call. So we've had a couple hands in there, you know, a couple sticks that maybe have been borderline. So it's just a matter of the player understanding the consequences of the moment, and one more stride, a little bit better body position, and ultimately you got to keep your stick on the ice. Those are inexcusable.
First game against East Conference, different game from teams over there, style-wise?
Well, we would notice last year, I would say, the last couple of years, they're maybe a little bit more north and south. It's a lot of speed out there, I would say, or maybe we're a little bit more. I don't know what the word would be on the west side. I just know when we play those eastern teams, they really skate. They really get up and down the ice, and so we have to be prepared for that. They've got a lot of active D. That's another thing I would say is their D come when I'm talking about Pittsburgh specifically. So if you saw us practice today, we tried to make sure that we're doing our job without the puck getting back.
If Foegele's not available tomorrow night, is your preference to replace him with Hellenius or to bump every center up one line?
Yeah, you know, we haven't even got into that yet, Jesse. I don't know what that would look like. Just don't know. We haven't had the conversation. We're hopeful there's a chance he can play. We'll find that out at game time, but we're not discussing yet, at least, what's going to happen.
it.